Robin.
Morning.
Good morning.
Is that Roland shit worth bringing to the show or no?
Oh, yeah. Come on.
I went and saw Your Highness last night.
Your Highness?
Went to a screening of Your Highness, the new Danny McBride movie.
Was it at the gang theaters?
Nah, I don't go to the gang theaters.
Well,
the last time I was there was with you.
The screening, yeah.
For semi-pro. No, I avoid that. I avoid Times Square in general. I mean, we work in Times Square, basically.
Yeah.
We're, what, a half a block away?
That area, though, where the theaters are, is probably the worst area of Times Square. Like, the rest of it's pretty safe.
Yeah, but they'll push that shit out, too.
Yeah.
They're pushing all that shit out to the edges, 8th Avenue, 9th Avenue, to get real local for the people.
Well, it's full of...
Yeah, neighbors.
Everyone's asking me if I liked Your Highness, and I'm starting to realize that I was very distracted in the movie theater, so I might not be the guy for a complete review. I like the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Harry Potter / Lord of the Rings with a lot of jokes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like a spoof. You know when they make those spoof movies where they really get goofy about shit?
Right, yeah. Over the top.
This movie has a lot of blood and gore, a lot of action scenes, a lot of fights. The CGI is amazing. And you forget at times you're watching a comedy because the action is so over the top. And some of the death scenes, if there wasn't a joke right after it, you'd be horrified.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah, you'd be like, holy shit, I can't believe that just happened. So, I like the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't blown away by the movie, but I liked the movie.
Oh, how was Danny McBride?
Danny McBride is he's a superstar.
That's good.
He's funny in everything he does.
How about James Franco?
James Franco is a ridiculous actor.
How about Natalie Portman?
Natalie Portman was so fucking hot.
Isn't she?
She is, right?
God,
but she wasn't hot in Black Swan, was she?
Oh, yeah.
You got to see what she looks.
Swan.
You got to see what she looks like in Your Highness, then.
She was really hot in The Professional. Why do we always have to bring that up?
And why wouldn't we?
Remember when Danny McBride was in and he was talking about Natalie Portman in the tiny little bikini jumping into a little lake or something?
Yeah, she takes her pants off and she's like just like in a thong kind of a thing?
Yeah, obviously ridiculous looking.
Yeah.
And he said something like she didn't dive in the water because of insurance.
Yeah.
That is complete and utter bullshit. She wasn't willing to show what the body double was willing to show.
What did the body double do?
And that's what that was about.
I'm playing the part of the audience. We talked about this before the show.
Yeah, I know.
What did the body double do?
The body double, it was time to jump into the little pond or lake. I guess you would call it
pool pond, whatever.
Yeah, a pool pond. And she bends down and forward in such a way that you're seeing stuff.
You're seeing vulva. You're seeing lip.
You're seeing nice curves right below the hind.
Right below ass bulge from pussy lips.
You're seeing some awesome stuff.
Oh.
And I'm thinking Natalie Portman said, no, I'm not going to bend. I don't dive like that. They made the body double dive in such a way where you get to see some stuff.
She's probably like stiff leg all together and just throws herself off.
Because the bikini was so tiny to begin with. She probably should have just jumped in without bending at all.
Yeah.
To keep everything in place. But the body double said, fuck that. No one will see my face. So she bends down and forward in such a way that areas start to open up slightly.
Yeah.
And that's why Natalie Portman doesn't dive into the pond when you see this movie.
You see a little fucking puffiness.
You see a little bit of everything.
That's great.
Yeah, so... But I was distracted because I went with Roland. Roland gets passes to all these screenings. I haven't paid for a movie in...
Body double?
There it is.
Is that the body double?
So they're talking about this. That's not Natalie Portman.
This was, they were talking about this like months ago when these pictures.
It says Natalie Portman, amazing new backside thong shots from Your Highness. But it turns out that's not her.
That's not her because Danny McBride admitted on our show that the body double jumped in the water. And as you can see in that shot, there's no way she's not going to end up in the water. You know what I mean? She's already committed.
Yeah, you can't
That's
say
exactly
cut.
what I'm talking about, okay? You see what I'm talking? Natalie Portman wouldn't allow areas to open up slightly like that in the movie.
Maybe her ass isn't as good as that girl's either.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's nice.
Natalie Portman's ass looked pretty good when she was standing there.
You see what I mean? You see what?
Oh, yeah, the darkness.
Yeah, you
it's
see
in the
that?
darkness.
It almost looks like she's got a dirty hiney.
Oh, I love it.
You
I
like
like
when
that
they
too.
look like they have a
Give me the
dirty hiney?
filth-ridden hiney.
A dirty hiney.
I like it deep. It's so hard to get into talking dirty like that to a girl. But when you want to, like, how deep is your ass crack? I used to have one girl. She used to take pictures for me. She would put her pinky into her ass,
Yeah.
and then mark on her finger how far it went into the crack, and I'd have her photograph.
That's a good gauge.
That is so
I know, like a
weird.
like a dip for the fucking oil.
Dipstick, yeah. Then you just send that picture to other girls and go, "Can you top this?"
That is fucking weird.
I like
dude.
a deep dark anus.
You like you like it to look like it's either bruised or dirty.
Someone punched her right there.
Yeah.
Someone's asking, did you like this one as much as Take Me Home Tonight? What was my review on that? Oh, it's not bad, right?
I think it was not bad.
The movie wasn't bad, or the movie was not bad.
And we were discussing how much different it is to say, it's not bad. And it's not bad.
No, Take Me Home Tonight, I had the perfect review. It wasn't bad.
Now, are you emphasizing bad?
No, it wasn't bad.
Or it's not bad. The not
if
accent means it's better than accent on the bad.
I'll tell you this much. If I didn't kind of grow up in the 80s, with that 80s culture,
Yeah.
or I was old enough to understand and enjoy the 80s culture, I would have fucking hated that movie.
Really?
Yes, of course. It was nostalgic.
Yeah.
You know, but it wasn't bad. Your Highness, better than Take Me Home Tonight. I can tell you that much.
What about the movie you loved, Up in the Air? How did it compare to that?
I did save face with that movie, though. I did say Danny McBride was good.
You did?
When we were trashing it a year ago. And then,
Jimmy then called it a big piece of shit.
Yes, he did.
What movie?
Up in the Air.
Up in the Air.
Horrendous.
Horrendous.
I did like Danny in it, though. I think he's great.
Oh, say that now.
I really do. I like him a lot. I think the movie itself
Danny
is awful.
is very
Danny
talented.
McBride is like a Will Ferrell. Like Will Ferrell's been in some shitty movies, but he's funny in shitty movies, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Some guys, the movie takes, drags them right down to shittiness, too.
Yeah.
But Will Ferrell's one of those guys that seems to survive that when he's in a bad movie.
And I've seen even Will Ferrell be bad in movies, too, where it's like, all right.
What movie?
It's over-the-top guy. I don't know. I didn't really like... God, hard to think of. But
Like Semi-Pro is a bad movie.
Yeah, that was
but
bad.
Will Ferrell was, funny at times in that. There were some really funny scenes.
At times, yeah, everybody's going to score at least one. But it's overall, I really didn't find that movie good at all.
You slept
I think I
through it.
slept through that one, too, when at the
You did.
screening.
It must be me, because the person that sits close to me in a movie theater falls asleep. Because
No, it's this fucking show. It's these hours.
So I go with Roland. He goes, "You want to go?" And I was in the neighborhood. I was doing some shit at the Mac store. I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" So I went over there to see Your Highness. And 20 minutes in the movie, Roland, I showed you the position. It got a big laugh, but unfortunately, it's radio. He had an aisle seat. Jim, I showed you too, Jimmy. And how do you explain it? His body. Okay, look at a clock. So his head was easily at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Easily. And his feet are still at 6. Head at 2. And he's out cold, and he laughs in his sleep. And the person behind us, I didn't tell you this part, Roland. The person behind us was kicking your seat trying to wake you because they were so annoyed. And I'm laughing my balls off, and it's a screening, so I got my HD flip, and I'm trying to figure out how I could film this without getting strangled to death by one of the fucking monsters that are checking for illegal activity.
It was that movie reviewer you seen the taxi cab behind us.
Huh?
That movie reviewer from Channel 7.
Oh, was that behind? That was kicking your seat?
And like chick was from like EW or something.
Oh, my
Right
God.
behind us?
Meanwhile, you're slumped over in your seat like Lincoln at the theater.
See,
You do that a lot. You sleep in movies.
this is how he was laughing last night.
I love it. He's like, hey.
No, because it's a panic laugh. Because there's been something going on with me and Roland for a while. Like, when we-
Isolate that.
when we hang out, he's really scared to fall asleep in front of me because he knows I got my HD flip.
Oh, right.
And every time he wakes up, like he's been in my place and stuff, and every time he wakes up, he quickly looks at me and he goes, "Oh, okay, you weren't filming." And so last night when we finally left the theater, oh, by the way, I thought your heart stopped at one point too. You all right?
Maybe it did.
You all right?
I'm okay.
Your whole body stiffened up and you were not breathing.
Wow.
Are you taking care of that? I think that's sleep apnea.
Oh,
Snoring is kind of like apnea. I mean, that's for
That's
that.
the movies.
But his whole body shook like it was taking its last breath or something.
A death rattle? Was he like a death rattle?
Did you wake him?
No, I didn't wake him because I
That's
wanted.
good. Just get your flip camera while he's dying.
Hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah. I'll say something nice if you're awake.
I
No
had
problem.
Baja Fresh for lunch, so that could be it.
Oh, really?
Oof.
So, yeah, so he's out cold for most of the movie, and this your neck has to hurt today.
It does.
And he laughs in his sleep, and then he had the death rattle at one point, and then the people behind us are kicking his seat because they're so annoyed.
Was he
'Cause they're-
snoring loud?
At times it was. I don't.
God.
I don't want to misrepresent, but you definitely heard the
Roland's
snoring.
crying right now from laughing.
Well, then
He's literally crying.
and then we leave, and he goes, "Oh man, I fell asleep in there." I'm like, "No shit."
Yeah, really? Did you?
And I'm all excited. I go, "I think I got it on the HD flip." He starts laughing like this because he's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then we checked the footage outside the theater, and unfortunately, it's way too fucking dark to make anything. Because I was scared.
Can't
'cause-
you wait a minute? Load on the computer. There's something called VLC.
I'll try.
It's a
again,
way
but
of it's like Windows Media Player, and they have an equalizer option where you might be able to lighten that.
I don't even know.
Yeah, levels.
Because we're in a screening, and they're always looking for people filming. I was like, "Am I really going to like attempt this?"
It'd be grainy, but you might be able to get it.
You might be able to get something.
But I was reaching out in front of me to this and trying to tilt it and hope that I got him. I don't.
It's worth looking.
It's so dark. I think maybe I didn't even get him.
There are people that look out at screenings with like night vision,
Right.
And they could see like the littlest light
Right.
will end up being this huge fucking glare coming
Yeah.
off of somebody just to make sure they're not taping the movie.
So
But if you're taping a movie on a flip, what the fuck are you really going to do with that? I don't know.
yeah, no.
Can you actually take the whole movie and make it look good, upload it?
You know,
I hate fucking bootlegs from the theater.
Well, this is.
Not that I've seen any, but I've heard they're really bad.
I got a doorman, and everyone
Me
knows.
too, man. It's the only thing that keeps people out.
Everyone has a guy, and in my life, the guy is the doorman.
Yeah.
And when I come home, sometimes he gets all excited, pulls me aside. Hey, you seen the Green Hornet yet?
Really?
And no, he goes here. And then he hands me a copy. He's like, "This one's not bad."
Oh,
There's
what?
a-
I'm not supposed to have a social life and
Yeah.
maybe have a little fun too? I'm just the doorman?
Yeah, he's just the doorman. And it's like, it's not bad. It's not bad. There's a little talking in the beginning, but it's okay. Meaning the people in the
Of
theater.
course.
So I'm like, look, keep your fucking your movie, please.
I was at somebody's unscrupulous person's house once, and I was watching a movie theater copy, and two people sat right in front of the guy that was taping it halfway through the movie. And at the bottom of the screen, there's just two heads. It looked like Mystery Science Theater.
Oh, that's kinda cool.
After a while, they're just sitting there, two heads.
Yeah. What did you think of Your Highness, Roland?
Roland, review?
When I woke up, I got confused. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, no, you slept too much for.
Did you not
for
know
a
where you
real
were?
Review.
I did. I was trying to figure out, like,
Where am I?
I go, the journey was sure short. And I'm like, I fell asleep again.
You know what? If the armrest wasn't there, he absolutely would have fell in the aisle. Absolutely
Were
would
you
have fell
leaning
in the
over
aisle.
far?
Oh, yeah. My
Way
side hurts
far.
when
Oh,
woke
I know
up.
what might have happened. Was there a scene in the movie that was really similar to meetings that we have? Because that might have done it.
Flashbacks.
Yes.
Well, at first I thought you were looking around people to get a better view, and then I'm like, holy shit, this fucker's asleep. The movie just started 5 minutes ago.
All leaned over in
No.
his chair, slumped over the wheel.
The death rattle was the best, though.
Death rattle.
It was so good. I was going to just risk it and pull out my camera and get a picture.
Yeah.
And then I pussed out. I'll be honest.
You might have
I
gotten
pushed
thrown out, though.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
You might have gotten thrown
that's
out.
okay. I would have.
I came in
I'm fine with that.
yesterday afternoon to do something for. I had to interview someone for the Boneyard, so I stopped into the office, and Roland was on the phone. And what were you eating? It looked like he had fucking opened the dumpster to Planned Parenthood and dug in with a spoon. That was horrendous. Whatever your lunch was.
Baja Fresh.
Oh, Baja.
God.
Baja Fresh is nice.
Oh, it was a
you
fucking.
don't like the Baja Fresh?
I'm sure it's delicious, but it was an
What
abomination.
was it, though? What was it? What
like
the
an
It was a
Mexican.
burrito. And
Oh, okay.
that came out of me like last night. Like,
Oh, God. That's,
Dude,
what a
shitting?
horrific thought.
shitting all night long.
Were you just slumped over on the bowl, too, napping as shit's coming out of your ass?
I did fall asleep before I work in the toilet bowl. They woke
You
me up.
fallen asleep on the bowl?
Yeah,
Are
they
you
woke me up,
homeless?
yeah.
What happened?
It's going
Tippy
on.
Roland.
Do you wake up and go like, oh, I shit?
My legs are numb.
Hey, this guy really quick has a good Something about bootleg movies, I guess I should just say.
Okay.
Matt in Virginia, go ahead.
What's up going on, guys?
Hey,
Hello.
Hey, I got hosed bad on a bootleg copy. I got a Inglourious Bastard DVD, and the guy who I bought it from, he was recording it, and the motherfucker was doing commentary over it. So anytime there's a good killing scene, it'd be, "Oh shit, motherfucker, look at this! Oh shit!" The motherfucker refused to give me my money back. He thought he was
That's the
fucking
worst.
monster.
That is the worst.
That's great.
All right, see you guys.
All right, brother. So yeah, the movie's gonna do well.
It's going to do well?
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks like one of those movies that, like, not like one of those dumb goof movies where
It's
there's
not.
800 fucking scenes of, vampire movies are big now. Let's make a goof on that. Or
No.
like Scary Movie, how that got after a while.
I think when you use the term spoof, we all think
Yeah.
of those spoofy movies. I'm telling you, there's just a lot of jokes in it. It's like a Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. The storyline's okay. The special effects are amazing.
Yeah.
It's a big time production too.
And then
They had to have spent a lot of fucking money on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Looks
Well,
great.
I saw of it, yes.
Huh?
Well, I saw of it, yes.
Yeah, what you saw of it. All right, you're
what you saw of it.
not helping the review of Your Highness for Danny McBride. What else is going on?
Let's see.
The video of Jimmy getting choked out is going viral.
It's hysterical.
he did. What did he do? He did the heel hook. What was the first one he did? I don't remember the first one.
The heel hook was the second one.
Yeah, there was something else with my ankle.
Did he? That's the heel hook.
No, the heel hook was the second one. That was the.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he.
he hurt me twice.
I don't know if he named the first one though. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think he did at one point. He said that was a fucking. I can't remember. Fuck.
But yeah, a few places picked it up.
Achilles.
Oh, maybe an Achilles. Right.
Achilles bar or yeah.
Did he actually name it?
I think he did. I kind of remember watching it and going like, yeah, fine. And then there was when I saw your ankle twisting around, like you said, before he even put the hold on, Jimmy just knew this was going to be a bad one.
Yeah.
Because the setup for it looked painful.
He just reached down when I was talking. Before we even asked him to do it, he actually just reached down during the setup and just took my leg and put me in position.
No, it's sad he didn't even do 10% on the hold.
Oh, please. Not even
Not even 2%.
You don't even think 2%?
No way. That strong monster.
Yes.
No, he was being he was not trying to hurt me. He was like tightening up just enough, and then he let go very quickly.
So when they're doing that for real, they're
A lot harder than that.
who didn't talk like Norm after the show?
I know, all day.
He's doing it 100% to a guy, and the guy's handling it.
Yeah, I mean,
more or less.
You're doing it to 100% and then letting it go before it actually gets.
What on that first one? I was curious. Where exactly was it hurting?
I don't remember
on that first one.
I don't remember. It might have been the Achilles itself, or because he was also squeezing down on the front bone, the shin bone hurt.
The shin,
Let's
the
just
back
say
of your calf.
the whole area hurt.
Because I thought he was going for your knee at first when he pulled your leg up. I thought it was going to be some kind of knee thing. But then when he set it up, it's like he's actually making the leverage point where it looks like he wants to crack your shin bone.
Yeah,
and then he pushed down, and I guess it affected your ankle.
The whole area.
Your shin. That's
I don't
just
remember.
bad.
The first one hurt, but I don't remember the exact point because the second one was so defining.
It was
Really?
very zeroed right in on the ankle.
Yeah, that's a tricky one to get caught up. Man,
Do you
caught
think
that.
for a second, if he put that full blast, that he wouldn't have been able to snap your ankle?
it
It
without
would
a
have just
doubt.
snapped, right?
easily.
Yeah, easily.
He would have
That's
done
obvious.
ligament damage, tendon damage.
Oh, God.
Which is sometimes worse than having a fucking broken
Yeah.
bone.
He could have permanently disabled you right there in a split second.
Absolutely, because he's so
Amazing.
strong.
No problem.
Amazing.
I mean, Mars is probably, I'm sure, a guy who knows
Speaking
how
of
to do
permanently disabled. Oh, Mars.
that. That's funny.
I can't believe he's not here for his beating. Now I'm bummed out.
Mars said that was he goes, that thing is he goes, you gotta be careful with that fucking leg lock because the heel hook, because he goes, it's broken before it really, really hurts.
Damn.
By the time it really hurts, it's broken.
Wow.
Yeah, because there's a lot of shit going on in your ankle. It's not like one bone. There's a bunch of little ones in there, and they're all tied together with like a bunch of fucking ligament shits and little muscles. And there's so much that could just snap in there.
Oh my god.
It's
He's a strong dude, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. The video was picked up by Cage Potato. It's a big MMA site.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so it's going viral. It's on our Facebook page if you want to check it out.
Is it your metatarsals?
Sam,
Is that what it's called? Are the metatarsals your like ankle bones? All those little bones in there?
I thought it was the heel hook. Was,
You might want to talk into that magical
your
device.
metatarsals.
How long you been doing like
He
radio?
just talks in the air.
Why would you're the engineer. Why would you just talk in the air?
I was just talking to Anthony.
Yeah, but people need to hear this.
Yeah.
We don't talk to each other unless the mics are on. Why would anyone talk to each other?
Yeah.
It's disabled.
There's no reason to talk unless these things are on.
Okay.
Do you know anything about that? Because you told Jimmy, you said you got to watch that because it could. The hold he was put in yesterday by Brock Lesnar could have permanently fucked his ankle.
Mars is like Jamie Farr in Blackboard Jungle. For anyone that remembers that role.
Holy shit! Wow, that's going back.
Yeah, if anybody has seen Jamie Farr's character in Blackboard Jungle, he was Jamil Farah back then.
Oh.
Go ahead. It's not a compliment. Go ahead.
Did anyone bring up it was an ankle lock?
Maybe that was it, the first one.
Ankle lock?
Probably that might have been it.
Phil Licker.
And the other one was a heel
Phil
lock.
Licker, thank you. Iowa.
The heel hook.
We know the second one was the heel hook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but when you do that and you're actually rolling, you got to be really, really careful because once you feel the pain, it's snapped.
It can snap right there.
It's your knee
How hard do you think Mir was doing it to him the first time he caught him?
with all his might.
Oh,
Yeah, because no
With all
one's
his
going to
might.
go. You want to
taps.
win the fight, right?
you don't-
So you're not going like, I'm just going to give him 50% because I really don't want to hurt him. You're thinking, I want this motherfucker to tap.
Exactly.
So imagine all of that strength, twisting your fucking ankle like that. How do people not just end up crippled immediately? Like everyone that's put in that hold.
Of
I
course.
don't get it.
Of course.
Is it all the muscles that are strong around it, like holding everything in place because
Once they lock,
train? And,
once they lock though really hard, he's not. It's probably a place where you know if he keeps pushing, it will break. But they're not trying to break it, or they would break it.
yeah, but I think
They'd break
he's-
it before you tap.
He's trying to like make you tap, so he's going to keep going harder and harder.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
just fucked
and you
up.
do. You tap.
God damn, and you tap. Well, you don't. You don't tap. You fucking take it. Yeah, I saw at one point you looked at Lesnar's face and just went, "Is that all you got?" And he felt so humiliated. He just stopped
Let it
doing
go.
the
Yeah,
hold.
well, yeah, but that's me.
Yeah. I've never seen anyone tap before the actual hold.
Dude, his giant leg. I wanted to make sure I knew where to hit because Brock's so big. I was sitting across from him and he grabbed my leg. I'm like, what if my little arms won't reach anywhere to tap? What if I'm tapping in midair and he just thinks I'm waving at him?
I love it. It's like, okay, here's the hold. And go. You make sounds, faces that are priceless.
I'm not used to that. I'm used to being hugged.
Why don't we look at the video one last time?
Oh, it's great.
Like I said, it's on our Facebook page if you want to check it out. I'm sure the guys
it's
put it up there.
fantastic.
Oh, and Sam uploaded the entire.
The entire long form
I
interview.
thought,
Oh, good.
and there were some guys on some MMA page saying like, "Wow, Brock's a good sport," and they were surprised.
I know,
that he
yeah,
was
yeah.
he was-
Brock, I was very surprised by him. I loved his personality.
Brock was great.
Nice sense of humor.
Yeah.
I never got that before, so.
And I did. By the way, I forgot to watch. I taped on DVR The Ultimate Fighter, and I'm such an asshole. I didn't realize until midnight that I forgot to watch it. I'm like, I gotta
Oh,
watch it. When I get
oops.
back, I'm dope. I am.
You know what else about Lesnar? When he smiles, it's almost charming.
Yeah,
He taps so quick.
Really quick.
I'll just do something really simple on
he's
it.
grabbing my leg.
Yeah, this is-
Hold on, where do I tap now, Brock? That's a very.
This is just something.
He's
really
got it
simple.
around the calf
My hand is
This
here.
is it.
arm.
Okay, he's
got my-
calf.
He's got my
This is it.
calf, and
And now he's putting the front of
Oh, wow! What Brock did was he took my leg. He's got my leg under his arm.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised. We could do that just one more time, but not for a long
That's
time.
it.
The leverage he's got on his
is there
shin.
That was an Achilles lock.
That's an Achilles lock.
This is.
Oh,
this would
okay.
be
Achilles
this would-
lock.
This would be a
Okay.
heel hook.
A heel hook. Oh, that looks. Wow! That's oh, I don't like the heel hook at all. Wow. You know how you knew that was going to suck? As he's explaining, there's no pressure being applied. I'm like, I don't like this already. That's how you would beat me. If we were fighting and you just went heel hook, I'd go, all right. I'm finished.
He tapped at the fucking monologue. That's
The
fantastic.
faces you make are classic.
And you're like, oh! Wow.
It's just a weird. It pulls the inside of your. I just spit egg on my computer. It pulls the inside of your knee and your leg. It's a really unpleasant.
What we did yesterday, we all were taking freeze frames of that video and posted them on our Twitter.
Hysterical. The faces. Jim's like kind of ooh face and then a ee.
Everyone said it looked like I was coming. I'm like,
Yeah, make sure you check out that video sometime today. Easiest, I guess, is our Facebook page, Opie and Anthony. Thumbs up on that, E-Rock, or no? Yes? Okay, good.
E-Rock gives a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. So that is up there.
Fucking hilarious though. God damn.
And now I got 6 or 7 of those. I'm in the middle of making a montage.
A montage.
Of Jimmy just getting hurt by these monsters.
Yeah.
I think we had
that'll be great.
We had Liddell. I didn't do Chuck. I didn't do Forrest or Rampage. I wasn't doing it then.
I know. Can you imagine? We needed Chuck too. You were gone that day.
Yeah, that would have been a good one. I wonder what Liddell would have done on you. What's like a good move for that he would have done?
Striker, yeah.
He just would have punched you in the face.
He's a striker.
That would have been great.
Could
you just do one of your moves? A wham!
Would you take a 20% punch from him?
Oh,
in the shoulder?
Even though Jason Ellis did it, I tried to avoid the same stuff Jason did because it was his thing.
Ooh.
But yeah, I would take one on the arm, but not at all full force.
20% punch in the arm. I think you'd hit the floor. Not out of being knocked out, but I think just momentum. You would fly across the room and hit the floor.
And also the pain of it.
Yeah, that would hurt.
It would sting.
I'd take one. I'd take a 20% or 10%. Not 20%. I'd take what I think he would know not to hit me that hard. These guys all know. If I was Bob Kelly, they'd probably do it harder because he's bigger.
And he's just more punchable.
He really is unbeatable.
There's more reasons to punch him.
But I look like I'm not going to take a whole lot. So,
Jimmy,
the word we're looking for, let's be honest, is sweet. It's so slightly adorable.
Sweet boy.
But yeah, I would take a lighter, very light punch from Chuck. Just you want to see what it feels like to have that fucking
it's all right.
fist.
My video could wait.
I want to take a kick too.
Chuck will be in New York again, and we'll have him come by just to punch you. That's awesome.
Rampage would scare me.
Rampage.
Oh yeah,
because he's not right.
No.
I mean, they say he's right now, but come on.
Rampage is scary.
A little dehydration. He's going right back to whatever the fuck he did. Rampaging.
I think Liddell did. I think Lesnar did a great job yesterday with kind of showing the different side of him. Like, I haven't seen that in an interview before. It's kind of cool.
That's what I was saying. His personality, no one expected a personality like that.
No, like
I certainly did.
Yeah, that was very cool.
He actually would seem like a guy you'd like to hang out with.
Yeah.
I never got that impression
Especially
before.
when people are trying to beat you up.
Because when he's in fight mode, he's a completely different animal.
But a nut job.
You see, like, the likable, like, the first time I saw a glimpse of that was after that first fight with Mir, or the second fight with Mir, the first fight when I was at, and he did that taunting in the ring. I was like, what a dick. I just didn't like him. And then I guess him and Dana yelled or was pissed. And then at the press conference, Brock comes out, he's holding the Bud Light, and he's got that, like, I just got yelled at by the boss thing.
Yeah, and what am I going to do?
And he's like, I'm sorry.
That was
funny. It was like, oh, okay. And then I liked him at that point. It was like, it was just funny to see him handle having gotten yelled at by the boss. He's like, I shouldn't have done that.
I loved when he carried on.
Yeah, I know you liked that.
I loved it. I don't know why. I kind of wish like MMA had just a little of that. I don't want them to turn into a circus or anything. But I'm not a huge fan of everything has to be sportsmanship. I've never been a fan of that.
I don't think it's on that level. These guys, they all respect each other. Because literally, Frank Mir could knock out Brock if he hit him right, and vice versa.
Right.
I would never ask a stupid question like who hits harder.
That was perfect. That is the question. He even said he just doesn't like that question the most out of any question people ask him.
But I guess it's a hard thing to judge when you're being punched by those guys.
Yeah. Is that harder?
But I was really curious as to who packs the hardest. Maybe he doesn't want to give that up either.
But he did have the right answer. It's like it doesn't matter really who hits harder. Sometimes the harder punch isn't the worst punch to get.
Sure, all right.
You know, he was saying that sometimes a softer punch in the right spot is going to put you right on the fucking floor. Yeah.
I was curious as to how hard Shane Carwin hit.
Yeah,
we should get Shane in.
Probably hard.
If we get Shane in, he's an engineer. And he still works during the day as an engineer.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a train engineer?
Yes, he has a little hat.
Little coveralls. I love little I like chimpanzees in engineer outfits. Aren't they adorable? They wear like the little hat and they got the coveralls with the stripes on it. Looks like they're going to drive a train, but they can't because they're a monkey.
As opposed to the other outfits they wear.
Yes.
I'm looking at a video where Brock Lesnar punches a door off its hinges.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Have you seen this yet?
Yeah.
Have you seen this yet, Ant?
Was it a dryer?
Door.
He punches a door off its hinges.
Off his hinge.
That's great.
Because he's looking at the loss. And gets very upset. He's a very competitive guy, obviously.
Oh, yeah. That's why that funny Brock, we didn't see him right after a loss.
Because someone asked him the difference between the wrestling and the MMA. It was obvious. The guy is an athlete who wants to be, a real competitor.
This guy's the real deal, man. Holy shit. He's fucking
See,
ominous.
he's all pissed because they're looking at highlights of his loss.
Yeah.
And then he kicks stuff down the hall.
What the fuck was that?
He punched the door and it fell off the hinges.
What? Holy shit.
Yeah, like it was nothing.
It just fell off.
and he didn't even punch 100%.
No.
So maybe you can't take 20%.
He's a
No,
monster.
it was the Frank Mir fight. I think he was watching. He was very mad because Frank didn't let go fast enough. I think he felt that he tapped too long.
Oh,
He was really pissed
really?
about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Take that poisonal.
Yeah, Frank Mir held him, I think, and locked him longer than he...
Well, then it makes sense what Brock did to him in the rematch.
Oh, boy,
huh?
did he fucking...
He got him back.
Yeah.
Damn.
Give him a beating.
He is a big fucking guy, man. And he's got that look. He looks like a video game fight guy with the hair and everything. He looks like the guy, I'm choosing this guy. Yeah. He can't possibly be a real human being.
I saw that video that he did with the big show in wrestling, where the ring collapsed. He what did they do? They did some move off the top rope.
Yeah,
Suplexed him right off the top rope.
Off the top rope, yeah. And then the ring just collapsed. It was actually a really cool video.
Speaking of wrestling, Sam went down to the WrestleMania 27 press conference.
What?
Oh.
When did this happen? Why wasn't I told?
Know what's weird about WrestleMania? You remember Miz?
Yeah.
Miz is a hardcore, used to be until he had to travel 300 days a year. Was a big fan of the Opie and Anthony show. He gets on the Real World. Which Real World was he on? I forgot.
10, back to New York.
Oh, back to New York.
Roberts.
Right.
Thank you.
So back to New York with and he came in to promote that, and he was freaking out. Like, I can't believe I'm in the studio. I've listened my whole life. He's from Cleveland, I believe, right?
Yes.
And here's this kid from Cleveland gets a shot on MTV to do the Real World, and then after Real World, you're supposed to go away and no one's supposed to hear from you.
Yeah.
He goes to wrestling school or whatever, and now you fast forward 10 years, the guy's the champion and the main event of WrestleMania.
Amazing.
That's
He ended
pretty
up doing a
fucked up.
bunch of
Dreams can come true.
Real World Road Rules challenges.
Right.
He was just trying to stay on TV, and then he was going to wrestling school while he was doing that.
And most of the guys that go to wrestling school, nothing ever happens.
Wrestling school. You think you got to hit the books in wrestling school?
Just get their money
There's a
taken.
lot of. Oh, with your fists? Oh, okay, I got you. I thought maybe you had a lot of studying.
Hit the book.
No, wrestling school was generally for guys to get their money taken and then to get beat up. And that's what
okay.
happens usually in wrestling
A bunch
school.
of jobbers.
Yeah, they
Just think broadcasting school. It's the same exact thing.
Same thing.
No one actually gets jobs from those places.
Any job placement from wrestling school? Do they have placement?
I don't know if there's an internship program or not.
Hold on, I don't want to be sued. Some people do get jobs.
Oh, look out. And some people get interns.
Not a lot of guys. Not a lot of guys get high-profile radio jobs in there. Not many.
Yeah,
but a lot of people pay. So you went down to the press conference.
Yes.
Was that exciting for you?
Very exciting.
Big names?
I mean, all the main eventers were there, as well as Snooki and The Rock.
Did you get to talk to Snooki?
No, Snooki was very guarded.
What the fuck is that all about?
Well,
why
you're
is
a
she
Jersey
guarded?
fucking whore.
And you're at a press conference.
Yeah.
They did.
Show the press.
So the public
That's
wasn't
right.
really allowed in, were they? Or maybe a few people?
The public was allowed in, but then they get ushered out, and then the one-on-ones start.
And you couldn't get a one-on-one with Snooki for what reason?
Well, Snooki did a bunch of TV, but the thing is that everybody was there with the WWE's publicists, which have all been awesome to us.
Yeah.
Then Snooki also had the MTV publicist, and so the MTV publicist was guiding her to just do like Entertainment Tonight and CNN.
What
about us? We've had the Jersey Shore people on.
We've had them guys on. We've had good
half
times
of them
with
on.
them. Everything's been cool.
Snooki didn't want to do the show though when she was in here.
What?
Snooki was here. She didn't do the show.
Didn't want to do our show.
She did the show technically. You talked to her.
I don't think she realized it was because when she was back here, she didn't do the show.
What's wrong with her fucking flat fat ass?
Maybe that's why.
Yeah, well, now go fuck her.
Yeah, but
Everyone else has.
But she's supposed to
fuck.
She's supposed to be able to take it.
Exactly.
So she took a fucking punch to the jaw. She could handle a couple barbs from us.
How many cocks has she taken on that show?
I would have asked if I'd gotten the opportunity.
Yeah, it would have been nice to say, how many dicks have been in you? How many yards of cock have you taken since you've been on that show?
She's a drunk loser. Of
course.
That's passed out in the middle of the day, falling on a beach.
And she's deciding, and a publicist for her is deciding who she's talking to. She would talk to anyone that would fucking buy her a drink a year ago.
They're trying to handle her image.
Stop it. Her image is a shit
fuck outta
Jersey
here.
whore. That's her image. Look at that disgusting elephant ass.
She's got an elephant ass. She passes out on beaches. And then when they pull her up, her sunglasses are askew and her hat's askew. What image is she trying to protect?
Hi guys, it's Snooki. I was calling. I was my horse trailer driver was listening and told me.
Oh, Snooki, we love you.
Yeah, exactly. A stupid bitch.
But
fuck.
Now it's on.
Yeah, that's who's being protected.
Really?
She's got a straw in a big glass. It's a bowl, actually, a giant bowl with 2 upside-down Coronas in it. It's like a Corona water cooler she's drinking out of.
Yeah, the Corona's empty as you keep drinking the big, huge, over-the-top drink.
We get it.
Fuck this
with
bitch.
her orange tan. I bet she's got big brown lips, big brown pussy lips from friction burns.
You're not making me not want to talk to her.
Ah, well,
like a big pussy.
And she's doing silly wrestling, so she should talk to the press.
You like those pussy lips that look like burnt steakums?
I really do.
Really?
I want someone to fan them with a fucking towel from the kitchen.
I hate it. It looks like those burnt potato chips in the bag.
I love that.
Was MTV aware that you were there from the O&A show?
I don't know for whether or not they were. I think it was more like because they had the high-profile TV up on stage at the Hard Rock, and then everybody else, radio and the lower-tier television, was down on the floor. So, like, Snooki didn't even go on the floor. But you know.
This time, she's always on the fucking floor on the show.
Exactly.
Yeah, either on her back or her face.
This shit drives me nuts.
It really is infuriating.
Who the fuck is Snooki?
Who the fuck are you?
What would you guys have wanted me to talk to her about?
Just
anything.
How she's a drunk pig?
Yeah. How do you make a career out of being a drunk whore on television?
And how many STDs do you have?
Yeah.
Probably made the right decision then for her, not for us.
Well,
Has
no.
she collected all the STDs yet?
Yeah.
And is that her goal?
Collect
Is
them
that
all.
her goal? Fuck her. Get Vinny on the phone. Now we yell at Vinny because of that.
Yep.
She's going to be in a 6-person tag at WrestleMania.
Oh, come on. A tag team? Yeah, she's used to that.
How many other people are her?
Oh. Because she's bigger than one?
Yeah, because she's a big fat pig. Yeah.
That's unfair.
Oh, E-Rock's head just perked up.
Because the fat pig comment.
It was, you know.
All right, listen.
I got you.
E-Rock.
Because he's big.
We got a question coming in from Silly Goose that we got to take seriously.
Oh, we do, of course.
For a minute.
All right.
Who would you rather fuck?
Anyone but Snooki.
Well,
Snooki or Brock?
Snooki's in there. Or Kesha. This is rough.
This is
you
know
rough,
what? It is
Silly
rough,
Goose.
and I've seen that
This
horrid.
is rough.
Oh god, I've seen that horrid Kesha body, but I would have to fuck Kesha before Snooki. I believe me, it's
you got to look at.
I have to choose.
Look at the Kesha picture before you decide.
She's fucked less people, I think, though. My guess would be Kesha's fucked less.
Here you go, the Kesha bikini.
Well, I know they're awful. Believe me, they're awful. But Snooki is awful. She's a fire hydrant.
And I don't know if this will influence your decision, but
Yes.
Kesha used to work closely with like a lot of
guys?
hip hop guys, like Flo Rida.
Oh wait a minute.
I don't know. You know what Flo Rida looks like?
You know what he could do to a girl?
Florida.
No, Flo. It's FLO space.
No, I'm saying, did he look like Florida Evans? Wow. So you're saying maybe there was some.
I mean, she worked closely with Flo Rida for a
Now,
while.
is that a consideration to make, or are we just looking for sheer looks and not sexual background and my racism, anything like that thrown in?
Well, you have to be there experiencing this, so mentally you got to be in the game as well as physically.
Because I don't know who Snooki's fucked, if she's fucked any people
Guidos.
of certain ethnic background.
She
She
probably
only
has.
fucks Guidos?
She probably has, but
well,
she
you know,
sticks
the
with the
Moors.
Guidos.
The Moors.
Kesha might stick with the hip-hop guys in general, and she might stray to a couple white guys here and there. And Snooki does the Guidos. And
She likes juice heads.
Juice heads.
Let me think. I still gotta. I
gotta
can't
go.
stand the Snooki looky. That look is horrid. She's a short fire hydrant, fat ass, like just sloppy, big titted, orange mess.
I'll go with Kesha because I think Snooki has skin tags on her private area.
And look at the fucking. She has
just an assumption.
She has cellulite on the front of her legs. Cellulite on the front of her legs, and Kesha's got it on her belly.
She didn't look that bad at the
Kesha
press
looks like
conference.
she's had children.
Snooki didn't look that bad?
No, I mean, she was fully clothed.
I met her at a Jets game. She looks that bad.
Oh, you know
she was
what?
heavily made
Kesha's
up.
horrible.
Kesha's awful.
She is awful.
Dude, she's fucking...
Look, you got 2 votes for Kesha. Jimmy, what do you got?
I don't know,
Kesha
man. I
or
said
Snooki?
Kesha before because I think she's a little younger, but I may have to go with Snooki, man. Those big, fat,
Danny, you're
heavy
going
tits.
Snooki, right?
I don't know.
It's just
incredibly difficult.
I bet you Snooki would be a better fuck, though. Snooki's a trooper.
I don't think so. I bet Snooki's an awful lay. She comes across like that whole meh, but I bet she's an awful fuck.
I don't know. She's a mess.
I would go Kesha because you could probably dress her up and fuck her in like lowlights and be all right with it.
Yeah,
Snooki's gonna be Snooki. I don't give a fuck.
And Kesha with clothes on, you could probably take her out.
Yeah, like if you dress her, put her in a skirt, and then just lift the skirt up to fuck her from behind, and you'd probably be all right.
Right, without looking at that belly.
I think if you spread Snooki open, it'll smell like a drilled out cavity.
that smoke that comes out of a cavity when the dentist is going at it.
You know, there's gonna be some wafting going on. Something's gonna waft at you.
Now let's see the hottest picture of Kesha. And the hottest picture of Snooki.
Kesha wins that hands down. Kesha cleans up really.
They can gussy her up, right?
She cleans up real well because her face isn't that bad, and they could cover the square ass.
Yeah, and the fucking
clothes
and the belly that looks like she's had fucking triplets.
Yeah.
See, Kesha cleans up.
Kesha, absolutely.
Snooki, there's never a way to make Snooki look good.
Yeah,
all right, that's a sexy picture right there.
Yeah, you don't even have to show the.
That's
Snooki.
A sexy picture.
Let me see.
Look, see that ain't bad. I mean,
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she has that little. You know what? She has like those little skinny tart legs. Like she's a tart.
A tart.
Yeah, I would probably take Kesha.
I like that.
I'd suck Snooki's tits though.
Oh,
I'd make baby noises.
Oh, you probably taste a marinara on it from all the guineas she's had passing through her.
Yeah, now they probably smell like fucking Axe body cologne. That body wash.
Axe
we can't really find a sexy picture of Snooki.
Look at the fat on Snooki, the front of Snooki's legs in that fucking the bathing suit. She wears old lady bathing suits.
And it looks like
the two-piece.
Look at the fuck.
She's trying though.
Oh god, she is trying.
Trying means nothing.
Oh, she's got a little ball there.
And the hips come out of the side. She thinks that's slimming because the bikini shape looks like the shape of a woman that would have a good shape.
Well,
but she's flying out of every hole in that thing.
If your bikini looks like an arrow,
yeah,
that's just covering up a world of hurt.
It's covering up a world of hurt. Yeah.
If you have a bikini that looks like an arrow pointing down,
yeah.
That's made for girls that don't have figures.
I love when the front of a bikini, it's not a bikini, it's a one piece, but the front of it like comes out, it's the tits, and then under the tits, it cuts in like it's supposed to be your waist.
That's supposed to make your
But it's not because your waist is sticking out of the side. Is that supposed to be visible? Are you supposed to paint your hips, your real hips, like sand? So when you're laying there, it's camouflaged?
Yeah, I figured it out.
It's horrid.
I figured her out. Her knees bend in a weird way where there should be way more shin. She was supposed to have a lot more shin.
Do you think?
Yeah, because she's like
she's got those short little legs.
I think she's only like 4'8" or something.
Oh, she's a midget. Oh, God, look, her knees.
Like, that's where the problem is, because from her hips to her knees looks like what a normal girl's, the length of it anyway, should be.
Yeah, she got
And then
midget.
it gets really weird from the knees down.
She got
the
midget
should have been
shins.
stretched out.
Kneecap and
She's
then
a midget
from
from the
kneecap
knees
to ankle.
Let me
is
see
really
the little
short.
shins. I didn't see them. Let me
Kneecap
see.
to ankle, very short.
Oh,
No, short, not
babushka.
thin. Look, it's short.
Short.
That's weird.
Oh, God, she is just a
All right,
fire
Kesha.
plug.
Let's get to the Sam at WrestleMania, the press conference.
Sam.
Snooki's probably glad at this point that she only did
Yeah, she probably feels
television.
Like every interview she does,
Dude,
the
you know what?
interviewers don't fucking think she's a slut.
Our show's not going to suffer, but who does she think she is, really? Enough.
Who the hell
Why are
does
they?
she think
Why are they
she's
trying
Snookster.
to? They're trying to protect her image. Are you kidding me?
Snookster.
What is she trying to go legit after the Jersey Shore?
What?
Legit.
Where's that from? That's from a movie.
know.
Legit. What?
All right. Well, Sam talks to Triple H. I love when Sam gets to talk to Triple H because Triple H is on board with us and thinks your obsession with wrestling is creepy and weird. And he's one of the main guys. And he's telling you, Sam.
I always make sure that I sit in the front row at the press conferences because I like it because Triple H always recognizes me from the stage.
Are you becoming the old bag in Washington in the red dress?
He's
They
the
go to you
Helen
first?
Thomas of
The
wrestling.
Helen Thomas, thank you. I wish I remembered her name.
Triple H always points to me or waves to me or once blew me a kiss from the stage of the press conference in front of everyone. It makes me feel special.
This is his livelihood, and you agree. He thinks it's creepy and weird, your obsession with wrestling, right?
Yeah, he thinks I'm a weirdo.
So here's Sam talking to Triple H.
We're here with Triple H at the WrestleMania 27 press conference. conference. What's the haps?
The haps? Was that slang?
Yeah, what's the haps? You know,
cool guy slang. So
exactly. That's what I bring.
I'm not up on your young kid lingo. The haps.
So last time you saw me, you said I kind of pop up at all these events.
Yeah, you do.
Uninvited, it would seem.
It would seem to be, because I wouldn't. I, for the life of me, can't imagine who would invite you. But yeah, and you're always like in the front row.
I want you to see me.
I don't know who you know or what you do with that person to get those seats, but obviously you do it well.
Thank you so much. Yeah. That's all we can do.
No,
but you said it got to a point where it was creepy last time.
You're a little bit of a lurker.
You don't want to take that back or anything, or?
Oh no, you reinforced it today. Oh. Yeah. I could see you clearly from the stage in the front row. Let's just say some of the looks that you were giving The Rock, you know.
I was giving them to you too. Don't get jealous.
Yeah, no. It's not a jealousy thing. Trust me. But it was a little on this side of creepy.
And the next time you have one of these events, am I invited? Will you invite me?
Me personally? No, actually, I won't. I wouldn't invite you myself. But I'm sure somebody around here that you could coerce into inviting you. I mean, obviously, you get here every time. So, you know.
I'm going to try to find it.
If O&A call us, we'll let you in just out of respect to them.
I'll take it. Thanks.
You know.
See, he doesn't even want to talk to you.
He likes me, I think. It's one of those, little brother, big brother things.
I think it was one of those things where it was like, oh, he's just goofing on me.
Noogie.
Hey, come here,
Yeah.
you. You know I love you, though.
No, it didn't seem like that at all.
No.
It seemed like superstar creep.
Fuck.
He was bothered by you.
Mm-hmm. You don't think it's one of those like, oh, he's a kid you just love to give a good razzing to?
No, he didn't want to give you a razzing. He wanted you to leave.
That sucks.
A good razzing.
Good razzing.
He was implying that you were being homo for The Rock.
What? No, I thought he just meant I was a fan.
No, I think it was a homo thing.
Well, I wasn't being homo.
The way you were looking at The Rock. What's that about? Oh,
I would just...
Sorry.
You should tweet that.
No, I can't.
No, you have to.
No, I can't.
I have an awful one like that, too.
I don't know what it is.
No, why would I put my fist up with Brock Lesnar?
For the same reason I did during the photo, because he had his up during the picture and you wanted a good picture.
E-Rock just sent me my Brock Lesnar picture. I look like the biggest fucking douchebag.
Passed the thing that I couldn't see. I want to see the face.
But you are the biggest fucking douchebag. Idiots.
Let's see whose is worse, because I know at the last minute, right when the camera went off, my eyes bugged out because he put me in a chokehold real quick.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and my eyes went like, and that's when the flash went off. So
we're doing this because the wrestling shit is really boring us, Sam. I'm sorry.
All right, there is fear. There's fear
let
in
me
my
see yours.
eyes. There's fear in my eyes.
Oh my God, I can't
You say.
I'm trying to smile, and then I went, uh-oh.
See, I at least gave a man's face. I at least put a man's.
Oh God!
Let me see.
I
Let me
at
see
least
yours.
put a man's face.
Yeah.
Did you tweet yours?
Not yet. No. After he and I did battle.
I'm too scared to tweet mine.
Oh no, I would please. After Brock and I did battle, I put
nice.
I put on a man's face.
Yeah, that's a man's face, all right.
But why would we put?
We don't usually see that man face because it's buried in a pillow, but that's a man's face.
Dude, that fucking fist is massive.
Dude, his fist is easily twice as big as mine. And he knows how to put the fist up because he does this a lot. And then we think, yeah, we could put a fist up and look cool too. We look like fucking jerk-offs.
All right, the double funny thing about this picture, my picture has triple funny. It's me looking petrified that he's put me in a chokehold.
Yeah.
And then over one shoulder of mine is Opie making a funny face, and the other is Jimmy poking through making a funny face.
Well, that's what we do.
Look at you two back there.
Well, Jimmy fucked up my picture too.
Did I?
Yeah, tweet that shit.
Am I on the other side of yours?
Yes.
All right, you know what?
That's great, man.
I will.
During break, I'll tweet this.
I'm going to tweet mine too, but then I'm going to turn off my Twitter for the next 6 hours.
You don't want to hear it?
No, I don't want to hear it.
Looking all badass with the fist? Jimmy, you got to tweet yours too, because the man face.
Well, yeah, like
you're putting on is great.
Do you have the Do you have like one of those plugs that plugs this into this?
Oh,
a white Apple plug?
No,
Danny,
somebody
you want
does though.
Thanks.
They're all around. I only have white Apple plugs, by the way.
Attaboy.
Right.
I think I was in the middle of talking to.
Oh God.
Yeah, you gotta tweet that.
You would think you know how to take a picture by this point in your career. Horrible.
So what are the wrestlers did you talk to?
Oh yeah, go ahead, Sam.
Well, first of all, I just wanted to say I wasn't looking at The Rock homo. It was just the first time I'd seen The Rock that close in person.
Oh, you never met him?
No.
Oh.
He's a big deal.
Were you nervous, medium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was in the Snooki category of only doing TV interviews. So E-Rock and myself had to finagle our way up to get him.
Finagle.
Yeah.
Well,
wow, I never realized Nagel was in finagle.
That's right.
You know what? He knows how to finagle, though. He
Yeah.
knows how to finagle things, but he also knows how to finagle things. E-Rock and Sam together are a scary team when it comes to these wrestling events.
We were
they know
Grisham,
their way around these wrestling events.
E-Rock, what'd you do? How'd he do it?
I just talked to different publicists over and over and over, and they finally
Yeah, we
got us
blocked
in.
a lot of people out. And also, there were a couple other people from Sirius, and E-Rock and me said we were covering for all the Sirius channels.
Yeah.
Were you?
Anybody who wants it can have it.
Were you covering from all?
Yes, technically he was.
Sure,
But that's some good finagling. Guys, we got Snooki on the phone. She was listening to the show
Oh,
today.
shit.
Snooki, I'm sorry.
Hi, boys.
What's up,
Snooki?
It was them, Snooki. It wasn't me, just so you know.
The guy cleaning my pen was listening to you, and I overheard you say mean
Cleaning my pen. Yeah.
I want you to know these people have feelings.
Very good, brother.
And Anthony, I don't fuck niggers.
Oh, Jesus, Snooki.
wow.
Why the language? You know what, people, in this day and age, we don't drop the N-bomb like that anywhere. Do you understand? God, what a classless bitch she is.
You just got a chubby.
You do have something in common, though.
And just got a chubby here in that word, though.
I love hearing that statement out of any girl.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
So, Sam, we're saving the Rock thing because that's the big, huge interview.
That's
you
a big
did.
gap.
But you talked to The Miz, our old pal, The Miz.
Yeah, right before I started talking to him, he started telling me about how he said, you know what was a great radio show? Sex for Sam. And he started going on and on about
boy.
The Miz did.
The Miz.
About how he was sitting in his room at home just listening to the entire. And I said, you know.
Is that our Stairway to Heaven? That's our Stairway to Heaven, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one we can never outdo.
We've been putting out albums ever since, but they just keep going back to our Stairway.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He liked that show, though.
He enjoyed it, huh?
Very much. He's a big O&A fan, The Miz.
I said that.
Pretty cool.
I don't know who he is.
What do you think his
The
odds
Miz,
are?
he's the most must-see world champion, WWE champion ever.
What do you think his odds are at WrestleMania?
Well, he's going
Fighting
against
John Cena, right?
Yeah, he's going against John Cena, which is big. But The Rock has some serious problems with John Cena, and The Rock's going to be in attendance. But The Rock's got problems with The Miz, too, so it's hard to, you know.
Do you think The Rock might jump in? And now, you said the other day The Rock took some bumps?
The Rock took a big bump on Raw.
From who?
John Cena put him in the attitude adjustment.
Get out.
What's the attitude
Just
adjustment?
get out.
Get out.
Get
out.
Jim just asked
Get
me a
out.
question.
Can we get out?
You.
Get out.
Get out.
But you guys asked what he did.
You're not going to make it.
Get out.
What?
I don't care.
But why did? But you asked.
I know, and then I realized I don't
You
care.
immediately regretted asking.
Yes.
You don't give a turkey.
No.
He put him up on his
Turkey foot.
shoulders and he dropped him down to the mat hard.
Really?
Yes.
And
The Rock was laying the smackdown on The Miz for a little while, and then John Cena dropped him.
now, why would, if the Rock was laying the smackdown on The Miz, why would John Cena, who was going to fight The Miz, come out? And is this to keep everyone guessing as to who The Rock is going to side with?
John Cena and The Rock have had a lot of unpleasant words for each other over the past few weeks.
Yeah.
And that dates back to something John Cena said a while back
right,
about
listen.
The Rock.
What did he say? Congratulations on your great acting career and getting out of this fucking industry where we beat the shit out of each other and don't live past 40 and fucking ruin our
Come on, that's
knees
not-
and elbows and everything else. No?
No, he was
Is that what he
critical
said?
of The
Oh.
Rock and said he would not leave wrestling.
Oh, I thought it was something else. I apologize.
John Cena tried to leave wrestling. Let's not forget.
No. John Cena tried to parlay wrestling and acting at the same time.
He was hoping that movie would hit.
He said he wouldn't do. He would
get the fucking fast track to Hollywood.
Yeah.
He wanted to do both at the same time, simultaneously.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And The Rock will be throwing a people's elbow at WrestleMania. It's
The
so
Rock-
obvious.
You think he's going to, like, hit his elbows and
It's
everyone's
so
just going to go
obvious.
wild?
I might watch WrestleMania this year.
You should. It's gonna be fantastic.
When is it?
It's on Sunday.
I won't be watching.
Why? You come over to my house.
I don't come over to your house.
I know
What
you
an
don't.
awful
He'll run,
thing that was.
bounce,
Jim, you
bounce
wanna
off
come
the
over?
ropes,
I'll be on a
back and
plane.
forth, right?
Aunt, you want to come over?
And then he'll do that little move that he does, and then his leg goes up, and he goes, "Oh, play the people's elbow."
The Rock's going to wrestle a match, by the way.
Laying the SmackDown, yeah.
Yeah, he'll wrestle. He won't wrestle at WrestleMania, obviously, but he's going to come back and wrestle a match.
All right, listen.
Yeah.
Here's Sam talking to our old pal, The Miz. We haven't had him on in a while. Maybe we have The Miz on this week. Is he in New York?
Not anymore. Now he's in Atlanta.
We should have some of these guys on.
Oh, yeah.
WrestleMania's kind of big.
It's kind of big.
We got him on. I got the scoop at the press conference.
Well, that's true.
Here's The Miz and Sam Roberts.
Now we're at the WrestleMania 27 press conference. Miz, what's the haps?
What's the what?
Haps.
Haps?
Right.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Are you just trying to be cool? You're
What's
like,
the haps?
What's the haps, man? Thinking of new words, getting it out. Okay, cool.
I've been following your career for a long time.
Have you?
Of course I have.
Okay.
I watched Real World Back to New York,
Thank
okay? Now, that's where The Miz first came out on television.
That is, yes.
And let's be honest.
Look at you. You have been. Okay.
Yeah,
Keep on going.
I know. And let's be honest. When The Miz was in that incarnation of The Miz, it was kind of The Rock, wasn't it?
Really?
Wasn't it?
Really?
The Miz?
Really? It was kind of The Rock?
Wasn't it?
No, it wasn't kind of The Rock. No, it wasn't. Not at all. It was The Miz. The Miz is The Miz, and The Miz is The Miz. It was on The Real World. That's where, and granted, The Rock has always been my favorite. So, granted, The Miz has evolved to being a bigger star than The Rock. And I can't help that.
Oh, boy.
You think you're a bigger star than The Rock?
You don't?
Yes, I do. Yes, no, you're right.
He's
You're right,
rocking
you're
the
right.
mic with
Of
Sam.
course I'm a bigger star than The Rock.
Of course.
Well, Miz, best of luck.
Thank you very much. And I'm a huge fan of Opie and Anthony ever since the good old days, back for Sex for Sam.
You should come by and see us sometime.
I definitely will. Thank you very much.
Fucking stand-up guy, because he's fucking really famous now.
He's the
in that
champion.
world.
He's the WWE champion.
one of the main guys.
What amazes me the most is that was like as if Sam Roberts was with the WWE and having one of the wrestlers working that mic.
They should be listening to this shit. This is gold.
And you would be the guy, like, so what do you think? And he's, fucking giving his shit.
I'm going
about The
back and
Rock.
forth
He was
and-
smack talking The Rock with you with the mic.
Yeah, I was selling.
Would you
Who
like
do you-
that job?
Yes, I would love that job.
Who do you aspire to be? Which one of the guys? The original Vince McMahon when he used to do it?
To me, the greatest microphone guy was Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Yes.
Ah.
That's somebody because
You're missing a very important part of that. And it ain't the Heenan.
Yeah. it ain't the Bobby either.
What?
Chip.
Doesn't make any sense.
Of course it doesn't.
The WWE should hire Sam to do locker room shit.
You hear that?
Oh, like blowjobs
Yeah.
before that.
Cleaning out their jobs in his face.
Blowjobs for all the wrestlers.
If that's what needs to be done, that's what needs to be done.
You would be pretty good at that for Vince and the gang.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Great. Plus, I bring in the youth movement. That's what they need right now.
Holla.
That's quickly going away.
Sam talks.
I know. Quick.
Yeah, you're bringing those mid-30s there after. How young do you think you are, punk?
I've been here too long.
You're not young anymore, pal.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Just been stuck here.
That's what it is. The
youth is just-
the years tick by.
I know, it's horrible.
The years go up and the pay doesn't.
Yeah.
Look at these old weathered faces.
Yes.
What's going to happen to you, sir?
You're just wallowing in a quagmire of mediocrity.
Right.
My age is quickly catching up to my potential where they just meet and then potential goes away and it's just age.
Where no one thinks, like, wow, he's good for this age. Like, wow, oh, you're only 22?
It's gone.
Wow.
It's gone. It's
And
very
like,
quickly.
How old are you, 28? Meh, all right.
Yeah, makes sense. You're in the right position.
One last clip. Sam talks to The Rock about returning to wrestling. The old O&A incident he talks about.
I
What
brought
the
it
fuck?
up because that's what I do.
Again?
I think it should be brought up. It was face to face.
We've moved past this.
But he actually, I'll
It
tell
is
you.
a classic moment from the show where The Rock just walked off our show and pretty much wanted to punch somebody that
That
day.
is true. Yeah.
But I'll tell after you play the clip, I'll tell you what he told me after the mic went off the air.
You know what
That's right.
Behind the
scenes.
All right, you know what bums me out the most is then The Rock tried to get on our show months later, and I don't know if we have this clip, and E-Rock knows this shit. Do we have the clip where he was in the lobby and we
And
were,
on the phone. No, that tape hasn't been found yet.
If someone has
I've
that,
been looking for that for the longest
yeah,
time.
but here's the deal: there are people out there that have been taping our show for years now, and maybe someone has it. After the famous Rock incident, he did try to get back on our show, and we made him call from the lobby.
Yeah. Oh God, that's right.
And we beat the shit out of him. And then
God.
stupid me said that me and Ant would be way bigger than he ever will be. That worked out well for
Did you
us.
say
that?
Oh fuck
Yeah,
yeah!
yeah.
Because we were livid.
Did you say, I'll be 50 times more famous than
Something
you,
like
Jerry?
that. That's why I want to play because it's so douchey to hear.
By the
and
way,
you'll have 50 times more.
The Rock is so big now, he doesn't even deal with WWE publicists anymore. WWE publicists have to go to The Rock's publicist.
Whoa.
By the way, The Rock's publicist was awesome. She let us in. She's great.
Yeah.
E-Rock, how do they get a hold of you if they have that tape?
Worst of at SiriusXM.com.
All right, yeah.
Correct.
Email the Nagel there, and if you have it, because that's something we've never played. Ed. That one we never found that because it, and then he's like, I understand, and he left the lobby.
Yeah,
we just refused to let him on. It was sort of a Richard Jenny thing.
It really was kind of creepy.
We all know what happened to Richard Jenny.
Except The Rock became a massive movie star.
Yes.
All right, you don't have to rub it in. All right, so here's Sam and The Rock.
We're here at the WrestleMania 27 press conference with The Rock. The Rock.
No, we're not. We're here at the Black Swan 2 press conference.
Rock, what's the haps?
On what? Tell me.
This. No, you tell. I'm asking you.
The haps on this or the haps on
The
Libya?
haps in general. What in your life? What's the haps?
In my life.
Yeah.
My life's boring.
Obviously.
Today we are here at this press conference. The best part about doing a press conference with the WWE is the energy. The energy that comes with it. I think the showmanship, you saw that with all the wrestlers that were here today. And not only that, but you see that with the fans. I mean, these fans go crazy and they go bananas, and I love that. And that's exactly what's going to happen at WrestleMania.
If we had told 2 years ago, if we had told Dwayne Johnson, the actor, that The Rock would have come back to New York, would that actor have been surprised?
No, not at all. Because Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, all the same, same guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Because The Rock talks about himself in the third person.
Well, so does the Dwayne.
Oh, I had no idea. We were Sirius XM. Do you have any words to send?
Which Sirius?
To Opie and Anthony, your boys.
we go way back. Yeah.
They have apologized to no one for the one bad time, and then it's all been good times since then.
Wait a minute. Why are they apologizing? Why are they apologizing?
They just feel bad. They love
you.
you.
Fuck that whole thing up. That was my fault. I listened to some asshole. Anyway, it doesn't matter. No, those guys are great. Not only that, but you think about obviously being in radio for such a long time, but just how fucking difficult it is to have longevity in the business. They're kicking ass. They're doing great.
Well, you're welcome to stop by any time to see the guys.
We have some fun. I did their show, I think, last year.
Yeah,
Wait, what's a comedian's name who came out of the show?
Jim Norton?
Yeah. I love Jim. Very funny. I saw stop interrupting me. Fuck. I saw his concert, and in the audience was Opie and Anthony, so it was good to see them.
They're going to hate that because they hate when they find out that celebrities know who Jim Norton is.
Oh, they do?
They hate it.
Oh, Jim's one of my favorite. Very funny.
It's going to make him happy and them.
Concert, and Opie and Anthony gave them shout-outs, which was very, very cool.
Well, Rock, thanks a lot.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
What a stand-up guy, and he loves the little Jimmy Norton.
How great is it that he didn't like being interrupted by this twerk?
Right, and he goes, stop interrupting, fuck.
I like getting yelled at by The Rock.
Potty mouth Rock was pretty cool.
Were you a little sad that when he told you to stop interrupting?
No, I thought it was awesome because I felt like it was The Rock from TV telling one of the announcers to shut up.
There was a moment
he
there.
wants to be in that business.
So bad.
So bad. He don't give a fuck about this.
There was a
thing.
moment during there. Let me point this out. Let me see if I'm correct here. There was a moment where The Rock said, "Yeah, I've done their show, their show," and Sam was a little upset. I think that he didn't know that Sam was part of that show.
Yeah, well, I don't remember.
Show. So because he goes like, "Well, you did it. Well, I'm." Like, you wanted to say, I'm part of that show, or I'm Sam from that show. And then The Rock interrupted you, thank God, because you really sounded like you were going to be very begging and pleading that he remember you.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't have remembered me anyway.
No.
I don't think so.
No, not at all. That was very, I heard that part.
He started dropping F-bombs, as you heard, as soon as I mentioned Opie and Anthony. He was like, all right, now he can go.
Well, you know what? Dwayne Johnson, the actor, is bigger than The Rock, and The Rock isn't under any kind of obligation anymore to play by these WWE rules of if you give interviews, make sure you use language that is proper and stuff. So he can say whatever he wants.
And he told me the reason he walked out that time was because on his way to the studio, somebody from WWE had called him and said, "Opie and Anthony, those guys are racist, just so you know." And The Rock was like, what the fuck am I walking into? And so when that guy walked in, he freaked out. And then he said he thought that Vince had told the guy to call The Rock. And he said he walked out, and he said Vince called him and screamed at him for walking off Opie and Anthony.
Oh, wow.
And Rock said, Vince, I thought that was from you. I would have fucking called you myself, Rock.
I don't care if it's the Ku Klux Klan. You do the appearance. You do the appearance. I don't care if they're burning a cross. If they're burning a goddamn cross, you get your ass in there. I own you.
What? What happened?
Come on.
We've never heard this before.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
So Vince yelled and screamed at The Rock for walking off our show.
He said Vince called him like that day right after he did it.
Shit.
And started yelling at him. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing?
And I'll tell you why that makes sense, because back then we were the biggest supporters. They even put us in their wrestling magazine.
Yeah.
I got to find those photos. I see us chomping down on wrestling figures. It's the douchiest fucking.
Why are you chomping on wrestling figures?
Oh, because we're kicking ass. Look, ooh.
I probably got that
them?
magazine
no
somewhere.
Were you hungry?
Oh, starving.
Someone had
Any
an idea.
wrestling back there?
Back then we just
wrestlers.
Back then we just listened to.
But you were biting the figures?
Yeah.
Well, you were wrestling with the wrestlers, except those were just figures.
I think they put us on the front. Did they put us on the front page of one of their magazines?
It wasn't not a cover, but
it wasn't a cover.
Yeah, it was close.
It was probably in the front.
You probably do have that.
I'm sure I have it somewhere.
E-Rock knows. He's telling me.
Centerfold.
It was a centerfold, but
that's good.
That's why the Rock.
Douchebags in a centerfold.
That's why the Rock got yelled at, because he's thinking. Vince is thinking, we can't lose the support of Opie and Anthony. They've done some great things for us. They flew us out to WrestleMania first class. They did everything.
Did they really?
Yes. They treated us like fucking rock stars. I sat right next to one of the Jackson freaks at WrestleMania.
Where was
Me
it?
and Ant. Which one was right behind us with all his kids?
Oh, shit.
No, which WrestleMania was it?
This one
2000.
Yeah, it was WrestleMania
Anaheim.
16.
In Anaheim, which is just
I know. I
shitty-
still got the chairs down in my
Let me get
in my
one.
bar.
I gave mine to somebody. Who's got mine?
Oh,
Let me
I
get
got
one.
Mine. Fuck that. It's a WWF. It says WrestleMania 2001. It's
Let me get
very,
it.
very nice. No, why would I give it to you?
Come on, let me get
It's
it.
down in my fucking
He wants
bar.
that bad.
You
my
want that?
bar area.
Oh, yeah. I got
That's
some other
collector's item.
chairs.
Who
I
did-
don't have it.
collector's item.
Who did I give mine to?
Not us.
Yeah, let me
Chair
get
for
it.
the new
Really?
millennium.
Someone's got mine.
Wait, did you?
I gave mine to somebody.
Do you read wrestling magazines?
I
Or collect
Okay.
them?
Yeah, no, I mean, I buy them and then read them and then keep them.
Why do you keep them?
Because I have every magazine since like 1991.
Wow.
Where do you have them?
I got my
mom's
parents'
house.
house is full of boxes and file cabinets and.
So you have Ultimate Warrior. You have him?
Yeah.
I have a wrestling magazine
Warrior.
with Andre the Giant on the cover that he signed.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Wow, Sam had a boner. Sam had a boner.
We should take a break. It's been an hour and 25
yeah.
minutes.
That would be a really good
Oh,
one.
yeah. The Rock gotta eat.
The fucking
Half of them anyway.
Hell, whatever.
the Vince thing is wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
That's yeah. Really.
Get in there.
It's just the Rocks hanging around talking to me and E-Rock.
All right,
It's just
enough,
talking business and stuff.
Hey, on the show today, Howie Mandel. He's got a new show he's promoting, and he wanted to stop by before he heads over to Regis, which is nice.
Regis.
He hasn't been in studio in a while.
Does Regis even care about the show anymore that he's leaving?
I saw Regis.
Whatever. Fuck this noise. I'm out of here.
I saw Regis walking out of the gym. I will get him on my HD flip.
Really?
He was leaving the elevator as I was going in, and he's just fucking miserable when he's not on TV.
Live with Doesn't Want to Be Here. That's my new name on the show. Live with Who Gives a Flying Fuck. I Want to Retire.
When he walks around the neighborhood, he's a very different person.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What is he? What? Why?
When
What's he
those
like?
cameras go on, I think he just fucking puts on a show.
Perks up?
Oh, yeah. He does not.
If I have to look like a moron with a computer one more time, and I can't look at that pussy Gelman anymore.
You know when he goes on Letterman and he just takes over the whole studio? Like
Yeah.
the audience, Letterman, the band.
Uh-huh.
He's not like that.
Not like that?
You would think he'd walk Columbus
Very
Avenue like that.
reserved.
But he doesn't. So we got Howie Mandel and then Donald Trump Jr. coming in today. Is he one of the guys on Apprentice?
Yeah.
One of the judges?
I love The Apprentice.
Is it good this year?
Yeah, it's really good. I
Is
watch
Meat-
The Apprentice every season. but-
Is Meatloaf still on?
Yes, Meatloaf is still on.
What a fucking
How is
psychopath.
Meatloaf still on?
And Gary Busey's still on. He was team leader, and he fucking
he's
let
crazy.
his... He is not.
He had a head injury, though. At least he has an excuse.
That's his charity.
Could you get me a couple weird clips from Meatloaf? Because he's a strange fuck.
He hasn't done anything super weird
Not yet.
but he's been promoted as yelling at somebody saying, "I will put you in the hospital."
Yeah. As soon as there's strange audio of Meatloaf, bring it to our attention, please.
Okay. He cried.
I don't feel like watching that show.
He cried once, but it wasn't like good, audible crying.
Not like somebody that maybe came out of Dayton, Ohio with 2 bad knees.
Some 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio with 2 very bad knees.
What did you want? What did you have?
And a dream to become a Major League Baseball player.
I hope that came true. I hope it did.
Did it happen for
Did
you?
it?
I don't know.
I thank God this dream came true.
What an idiot. Only one of the greatest, but he's still an idiot. Hopefully E-Rock has something fun for the break. What do you think he's got? Crying.
Nothing.
I'm thinking you don't have crying.
Breakfast.
You don't have.
I get it.
You don't have crying wrestling fan.
I'm E-Rock.
All right, well, we'll go to break.
Someone said, by the way, I posted my photo with Brock with the fist, and someone said we look like we were in twins.
Oh, right. Yes.
All
That's,
right.
that's a biggie.
Hope I don't get to be the small character.
Of course you would.
Okay, you know what I want you to play? That weird Roland Heyo thing with that fucking viral video chick.
It's in the back. I gotta go grab that. I'll play coming back from break.
No, play it now. Go run down the hall.
That's Coke Logics, right?
Is it Coke Logics?
I think so.
Go run down the hall and get it. We'll promote the 30 seconds of annoyingness we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
What's that about?
That's that we're bringing back the fall.
Shit.
Did you hear that?
E-Rock is a heavy walker.
Heavy. He's running the whole
I thought
floor
I was in
shook.
fucking Japan.
I know the studio is kind of one of those floating studios, but still.
When he walks, though, he has a way of he plods.
Oh, he's lumbering.
He plods
Yes.
and lumbers.
He lumbers.
He doesn't roll. You got to roll off the balls of your feet when you run. Not clunk. Here he comes back.
Oh, God, look at this.
There's porn
I
on
hope
TV.
momentum doesn't drive him right through this window. Look at that. He's laughing. And listen, you can hear. Don't.
I want to hear how out of breath he is now.
Oh, right.
That's not a
Get right on
mic.
mic.
E-Rock.
E-Rock, right on mic.
E-Rock, right on mic.
Yes.
Are you out of breath?
How you doing?
I'm gonna collapse.
Where'd you go?
Down to the office.
Look, listen.
Breathe into the mic.
What's the email to send most annoying 30 seconds?
Yeah, go ahead.
Opie Anthony at SiriusXM.com.
He did that in between a breath.
He's breathing heavy.
Wow, he really is.
I don't know what it is, but
Well, that was a long jog.
I like this little production piece that Coke Logic put together featuring Roland and that weird viral video chick.
Oh.
You might have seen this video. If not, whatever.
E-Rock is really dying.
Yeah.
You okay, buddy?
Yep, I'm good.
Good.
Boom, boom, boom. Now let me hear you say, way-ho. I say boom, boom, boom. Now everybody say, way-ho. Hey-oh. Boom, boom, boom. Now let me hear you say, way-ho. Hey-oh. Boom, boom, boom. Now everybody say, way-ho. Hey-oh. Boom, boom, boom. Now let me hear you say, way-ho. Hey-oh. Boom, boom, boom. Now everybody say, way-ho. Hey-oh. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say, way-ho. Hey-oh. Boom, boom, boom. Now everybody say, way-ho. Hey-oh. Boom, boom, boom. Now let me hear you say, way-ho. Hey-oh. Boom, boom, boom. Now everybody say, way-ho. Hey-oh. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say, way-ho. Hey-oh. Boom, boom, boom. Now everybody say, way-ho. Hey-oh.
Gregorio! Antonio!
Amy.